I thought people love old Porsches better, but it's all about the Ferraris. People love Ferraris. Oh! Today I have just two goals. Firstly, to make sure that I don't send this Ferrari into a ditch, and secondly, to basically just stay alive. I think it says a lot that I'm more worried about the Ferrari than my life. And right now I have the absolute pleasure of driving this beautiful Ferrari F430, which is a 2007 model and has just under 500 brake horsepower. Now, I've seen people say that this Ferrari is brutal, and I'm going to test that today to see if it's as brutal as they say. I'm in a place called Hartside, home to some of the best driving roads in northern England with views to die for. Well, when the skies decide to clear, that is. And it still feels a little bit surreal to have the keys to this Ferrari in my hands. It still doesn't really sound quite real when I say I'm in a Ferrari or I'm driving a Ferrari, and I have to pinch myself. It's not the first time I've driven a Ferrari, to be perfectly honest with you. I've done a couple of those track day things where you get to do like 3 laps around a circuit for whatever kind of price. But the thing about those is they are really quite restricting in that you can't really just have fun on your own, you're always supervised. So today it's definitely going to be a little bit different, and I must pass on my huge amount of gratitude and thanks to Claude, the owner, who's very bravely allowed me to drive this car and get to know the car for the past few days. So inside the cockpit, it's actually really nice. It's not overboard. It is quite basic, but it's in keeping with the period of the car. We haven't got any digital touch screens or anything like that, so everything that you need to do, whether you need to put it into race mode, put it into the auto box, it's all done via an actual touch button that you can feel quite nicely. And these seats hook you quite nicely, very easy to get in and out of, and the side bolsters hold you while going round corners, so it kind of allows you to throw the car into the corners and you be confident that you know that the seats have got your back, literally. And what about the looks? I mean, guys, I love the classic silhouette of an old Porsche 911, but this for me is like, it's very close. It's second, but it's very close. That side silhouette look, the side profile is definitely the money shot. Oh, it's a great road, this. Lots of twisty turns and opportunities for me to just put my foot down and hear that exhaust and engine tone. I've got to be careful, mind. It's a lot of horsepower at my disposal, and I definitely want to keep the car or give it back exactly how I found it. And on the subject of that engine, it's about 480 brake horsepower, and when we put our foot down, you start to hear a beautiful sports sound at about 4,000 RPM. it also has ceramic brakes, which I have to sing their praises, although they are an expensive option. I'm just not that used to that excellent stopping power that these ceramic brakes give you. Now, one thing you absolutely must do if you want to enjoy this car fully is drive it in manual mode. Use the paddles at your disposal. You'll shift through the gears much quicker, and it's a much more engaging drive than if you just use the automatic box. The automatic transmission shifting is really, really slow. It feels cumbersome, almost feels like you're driving a Triptronic. The Porsche guys will know exactly what I mean when I say that, especially on roads like this. Just beautiful. And the suspension as well, it handles like it's on rails, as you probably would expect, but you have so much confidence when throwing it into the corners. But what I can do is I can put the car into race mode, and it sounds like an 80s computer when I do that, but it firms up the suspension, makes that throttle response just that little bit more sportier and livelier. And the car already felt alive. But the race mode option just takes it to the next level. But this is where a car like this really comes alive, because if you're driving it around like the streets, your local streets, or like let's say you take it into your local city centre and you want to be a bit of a poser with it, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like being driven slow. It doesn't like stop-start traffic. Even when you've got it in the tamest mode, it just doesn't like going slow. It's almost like it's egging you on to put your foot down and go faster. But it's not all sunshine and roses though. And as with all cars, there are things that, you know, sometimes you just don't like. And I'm certainly not going to go hating on this car, but there are a few things to me that would just make it just a little bit better. And it can be solved. Well, the first one can with, it's just the wheel spacing. I think the wheels sit inside those arches, especially the fronts, just a little bit too much for my liking. A set of spacers would sort that out. As I said before, when driving it in automatic mode, it's not great. The car kind of like feels like it slows down when it's changing gear. Almost like it's stopping you from sort of going faster. It's such a slow gear change, which I don't like. You have to drive it in manual mode. The build quality isn't great. We've got rattles, vibrations all over the place. There's crusting around the wing mirror. The buttons for the windows don't really work properly. The buttons for other things are kind of sticky. So I think you could probably say it's just, these things just need a bit of refreshing. You know, it's a 2007 car, so it's an 18-year-old car. Most cars of that age will start to deteriorate, doesn't matter what it is. And the attention this thing gets when you're kind of like just driving around cities or in your local area is like kind of off the chart and maybe a little bit too much. People love Ferraris. Oh. Christ. So nearly killed a pheasant. Great steering, by the way, great steering. Precise. Oh, I have to hand it to the steering there, because we've just saved a life. But yeah, it gets a lot of attention. Sometimes it kind of stops you from doing what you need to do. You can't open the frunk with the key. What you have to do is you have to unlock the car, put the key in the ignition, then press the button, which is a little bit of a ball ache if you've got your hands full of stuff which need to go in the frunk. But it is very important for me to say, very, very important for me to say, that none of these things would put me off buying one of these. I just don't care about those things, because being able to put your foot down and create these sounds is priceless. Gets your heart going, gets your blood pumping. So I guess the question I have to ask myself is, would I buy a Ferrari F430? Well, about a year or so ago, I borrowed my friend's air-cooled Porsche 911, and I said, as much as I love the experience, I probably wouldn't end up buying one. And about 6 months later, I had one in my garage, and I'd went and bought one. And honestly, I've never really been a Ferrari guy, right? Always loved Porsches, and in fact, in the early days of me starting to get into cars, it was all BMW. Ferrari, yeah, I always admired them from afar, but they were just so unrealistic and kind of out of my reach that I just didn't really give them any thought. But of course, now I'm a bit older, and now I've got a bit more money that I can play with. 100%. I'd love a Ferrari like this. Absolutely love it. Oh, guys, I'm so in love with this car. So in love. So unfortunately, I have to start thinking about wrapping this video up. And my time with this Ferrari is almost up, because in the next day or so, I'll have to give it back to Claude, the owner, unfortunately. But I'll see if I can squeeze in another video before I give it back to him. But it's definitely given me something to think about. I didn't think it would get to me like it has, but it's done something to me. A week of driving this Ferrari has absolutely converted me into a potential Ferrari owner. Definitely 100%. I have to buy a Ferrari at some point. Superb car. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around and watching these videos. Please give it that like, and I'll see you next time.